The problem or challenge or goal that I had that I thought would be solved by Stand Up for Your Voice, I really wanted to I really wanted to learn how to better mine my life for humor. I had this sort of secondary issue of I had done stand up a couple of times and not had a good experience. And so I didn't really have a goal of doing stand up per se, but I mostly, when I signed up for the course, I was interested in getting better at mining my life for humor. I knew that, that Kathy is awesome and would do an awesome program. So I didn't have any doubts there. I think my only hesitation really was just time commitment. I think the aspects of the program that really made a difference for me were, one, Kathy did an amazing job of breaking down the comedic devices and how to just sort of look at my life throughout the day and throughout the week and just jot down notes and things like that, and then use the standard comedic devices to take those little notes that I would be jotting down and to really turn those, it really mined my life for comedy, and like gave me a structure for doing that. So that was one thing. And then another thing was Kathy's just an amazing coach, and she creates this incredibly safe atmosphere, this psychologically safe space where I felt so safe to just put something out there that was, might be really crappy. And, you just have no idea until you try it in front of people, how people are going to respond. And so for me, that was really important to be able to bring something to the group and try it and get people's reactions and see, and then get from Kathy and from the group, here's something else to try. Here's something that could heighten that. Here's something that could make that even better. And so I never felt like, even if something that might have been my shitty first draft, I never felt crappy about anything that I tried. I just always felt phenomenally supported. And that, I know as a creativity instigator myself, I know that the creative process, there's always this long, messy middle part of the creative process. And I felt just profoundly supported throughout the experience. And it was, it transformed my relationship to stand-up comedy, quite honestly. So that when I started the course, I had these two negative experiences with stand-up many years ago, and thought I would never had any desire to do stand-up again, really. And my experience with Kathy made me feel completely differently about stand-up, and made me kind of activated a hunger to do more, which was totally unexpected. And I completely credit Kathy with that. I can't wait to work with Kathy more, and I can't wait to do more because of the safe space that she created. Biggest tangible outcome from Stand Up for Your Voice and working with Kathy is I feel just a greater sense of confidence in myself as somebody who can use humor. I mean, I've always known that I have this comedic side to me, but I've just sort of never owned it in the way that I do now, having taken this course. And I feel like anytime I now go to write a keynote or do a presentation, I now have the tools to really mind my life, which is what I went into the course wanting to be able to do. I have the tools, thanks to Kathy and thanks to Stand Up for Your Voice. I have the tools to do that. And I really, like, I own that in a way that I never have before. And it's really empowering. So other things, good things that came from Stand Up for Your Voice that I didn't totally expect, although I guess maybe kind of always hope when I do a group course is, I always hope that there's going to be amazing people in the course, that I might form some good connections, and that totally happened. There were indeed some amazing, amazing women in this course, and I bonded with a couple of them, and I'm having virtual coffee dates, and that has been another just fabulous outcome of the course, is just making some great new connections. Let's see, my top 3 takeaways from Stand Up for Your Voice. I think 1 would be learning the comedic devices. 2 would be really owning and understanding my own strengths my own strengths as a comic, as a person who has a voice, like leaning into my strengths and really owning that everybody has a unique voice, and that mine is just as valid and just as good as anybody else's. And that was something I really loved about the course, is that Kathy is so good about validating everybody's unique voice and way of being in the world, and way of being funny and having humor. So that was 2. And 3, I think the confidence of coming up with a comedy set and performing it. I cannot recommend Kathy highly enough. I mean, the question, would I recommend Kathy? The answer is hell yeah, I would recommend Kathy. Kathy is freaking awesome. I think any woman who is interested in getting out there, putting herself out there, developing your natural, authentic voice, understanding your own way of having humor and expressing your authenticity in the world, you just like you owe it to yourself to work with Kathy. Kathy is amazing, and she will help you uncover your authentic way of being you. So yes, absolutely recommend Kathy without any hesitations or reservations. This course, Stand Up for Your Voice, I think is so incredibly powerful for business applications, for confidence, for presentation, for really speaking and presenting authentically. Because when you can tap into your humor, when you can tap into your authentic voice, your point of view, that's everything. So the business application is so powerful.